So this man needs absolutely no introduction. We have seen him on billboards and music videos. He works with all of the A-list celebrities, and he's actually one of our Coffee Talk alumni and a very, very good friend of mine. So I'm so excited to have him here with us today. In today's 3-part series, we're going to be sitting down with John Mosley, aka Popular Nobody. So we're going to start off with a little bit of inspiration, and we're going to start with education.
Try to catch me howling at the moon.
So first things first, how do you take your coffee?
Typically, I don't drink coffee, but if I have to, it gotta be real sweet. I don't even want coffee in it. I just want all the sweeteners in it, and probably a drop of coffee.
Oh, so just as a side note to everybody, as he was preparing his coffee for this, he added just a drop of coffee to the entire container of sugar?
Definitely.
Okay, sounds about right.
Yeah.
So it's a little soupy.
Nah, but I could definitely see some sugar that I didn't. You know, the sugar to coffee ratio is a little too thick still, so it's fine.
It's fine. It's drinkable, though.
Like I said.
Okay. Good enough.
Now I can talk coffee.
Okay, sounds good. So I know that we're going to be talking a little bit about education. So why is education so important in this industry?
For me, being an educator and looking at the growth of our industry, I feel like people just have to know that knowledge is the best thing for you. We could be as talented as we want to with our hands, but if we don't have that talent to match inside our brains, then it's not ever going to come to life with what we're trying to do with our clients behind the chair. And so for me, I always think that it's very important to go support shows or support classes because you got to grow, not just skill set hand-wise, but mentally as well.
And I see you on social media a lot, doing a lot of that, like attending the different trade shows, attending things like that. And with that being said, I know that you actually educated with Paul Mitchell, Hanzo Shears, and I know that you've got this really great new thing coming out, which is called the Element Build Shape Creator.
Yeah.
So what would be your advice to the business owners and spa owners that are watching today when it comes to making sure that they educate their team? What's that value that's there?
The value for education as far as for a team, it's gonna make your business run a whole lot smoother. If everybody's running on the same page, everybody can learn the same thing from one class, right? But if we all got a way of receiving things different. So we might be sitting in the same room together, but we might hear something totally different than what was said. And we take that, and it's kind of like reading a book. Like you could read a book, but I could read the same book, but we get two different perspectives, and I think that's why it's so important for salon owners and, you know, employees of the salon to all want to push and go get this education, because when we come back together and sit in our salons or sit in our shops and navigate and talk with each other, we can move freely and talk about like everything that we've learned and, like I said, get different perspectives from everybody that was in the building.
I agree with that because everybody does interpret things differently. But now let me ask you this. What would you say to the business owners that might not be able to afford education, right? Because ideally we would want to send everybody for education.
Call me.
There you go.
You know, honestly, if you can't afford to send your whole staff, at least send one. And let them be the person that come back and deliver that information back. But you have to invest in someone or the whole team. But at least if you have that one, and then make a system, make it fun for you as an owner to say, you know what, we're gonna run a competition. Whoever sells the most take home will be the person that wins the trip to this show. And then do it for the next show. But you know, mix it up, send different people, because then you're gonna get the different perspectives, and it's all gonna be a great thing for you as an owner to see. And then you're showing that you invest not only in your business, but the people that work for your business as well.
Yeah, I'm sure that definitely makes sure that everybody kind of gets on board too, right? Make them a part, make them feel like they're a part of that family.
Right, and then think about it, if you send one person, somebody else might go, you know what, Susie, I'm gonna go with you. And they just might invest in themselves and go. So you're gonna start a chain reaction to knowledge is power.
Yeah, so what would be that one educational tool that you say that nobody should ever live without?
Probably your iPad. Look how you got it, see? Definitely, I think technology, the way technology is happening, I would say an iPad should be in everybody's class in hand so that they could take notes, take visual pictures, and have it. And just tools, like just in general. Like knowing the knowledge of what tools you're using, why you're using, and how you're using it is very key for me as an educator to perform my job, to give people the whys of what we do in house with the tools that I'm using.
Very nice. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Make sure to tune in for part 2 where we talk about leading a team. Go ahead and finish this off for me.
So what you want me to say, like hit the button that's right like here?
Yeah.
And then tell them to turn on their notifications?
Absolutely. They got to know when the next video is coming out.
And then you got to subscribe, because then it's just not about me and you, it's about everybody else that's coming behind us and in front of us, right?
Yep.
So like, hit the link, and then just talk later.
Bye, guys.